My name is Tyler Walensky, and I'm honored to have been asked to share a little snippet of my faith journey with you. As a full time working mom with two kids under the age of 6, it can be incredibly difficult to find time to fill my faith cup each Sunday. I'm lucky if I get through an entire service without interruption. My mini me demands I bear witness to her greatness at least once every 30 seconds during service. And if I miss one of those 30-second devotionals, my whole congregation hears about it in real time. I'm sorry, by the way. What's awe inspiring to me, though, is that even in the midst of my life's current chaos, my faith cup has never been fuller. As I reflect on my family's 6 years attending Hickory Neck, two words consistently shine forth to describe what makes this place so special: inclusive philanthropy. I acknowledge that this is not a dissertation defense, so I'll stick with one story that brings Hickory Neck's inclusive philanthropy to life. When Ed and I were considering joining Hickory Neck, it was 2020. We had been tuning in to virtual services here and there, and emailed back and forth with Mother Jennifer to get to know the church better as best we could. But life threw us a curveball, as it always does. I found out I was pregnant with our rainbow baby, terminology colloquially used for pregnancy after loss, but that the pregnancy was high risk due to intrauterine growth restriction. I was isolated in more ways than one. The pandemic required social distancing, not just in general, but even more restricted in medical settings, which meant that I was alone during every prenatal appointment and procedure. I also ended up on modified bed rest for the entirety of my third trimester. By the time Maggie was born in February of 2021, she was 3 weeks early, born via emergency C-section after 30 hours of labor, thank you, Maggie, weighed 3 pounds, and lived in the NICU for 2 weeks. Because of the pandemic, I was offered short-term residency 2 floors above her in Norfolk General, so I wouldn't have to leave the hospital. Ed and I could never visit Maggie at the same time. No visitors were allowed from the outside. No exceptions. Let's just say I forgot to pack my faith cup in my hospital bag. Fast forward to discharge day, and I was, as Ron Burgundy from Anchorman would say, in a glass case of emotion. Relief that Maggie was a resilient little spitfire was at the forefront, of course, but dread was a close second. How was I going to survive this without a village? Right as I was about to spiral, the doorbell rang. Ed went to answer it, and it was none other than Linda McGee with a hot meal at our doorstep. "So nice to meet you. Let us know if you need anything. We're here to support you and pray for you." And every other day for the next 2 weeks, people we had never met before showed up at our home with food, prayers, and socially distanced fellowship. Their inclusive philanthropy filled more than just my and my family's bellies. My faith cup was, for the first time in my life, filled to the brim. This congregation has met me in the middle of whatever state my life was in. So I've done my darndest to try to pay it forward with whatever I have had to give in every season of our growing family's evolution, be it time, talent, and or treasure. As each member of Hickory Neck navigates the seasons of life, this faith community masterfully finds ways to walk beside them regardless of the weather. I hope that each of you can join me, in whatever way is possible, to ensure that no one in our community walks alone. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.